Hi everyone, Emily here from Emily's Excellent Epics, and today is my last video in the Pile of Possibilities / TBR for HRCYED 2.0, or the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. And the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do is a challenge done by Stephanie over at her channel QWERTY, and this is her second year running this. It's a challenge. It's designed. It is meant to be something that you cannot finish. Although, fingers crossed, I think I could finish it this year because we could double up on prompts. And a lot of the books were books already on my, that work for the prompts are already books that I wanted and planned on reading anyway. So, fingers crossed, I can do it. So go check out her. I'll leave the link down in the comments below. Her channel has fantastic resources. There's a Discord, all the information that you need for there. I'm just sharing with you what I think I'm going to read. So I'm going to talk about my nonfiction possibilities and kind of next steps and how I'm planning my progress and when I'm going to start. And actually, by the time you watch this video, I might have already started reading for HRCYED. Excuse me. So today I'm going to talk about the nonfiction prompts. And so you have to read, for the nonfiction prompt, you have to read 5 different books. So you can't read like in different genres or topics of nonfiction. So you can't read 5 biographies. You could read a biography, an autobiography, and then something else, but they have to be different. I'm thinking what I've got will work. I don't read a lot of nonfiction. Like, the last nonfiction book I read was maybe 3 years ago. So that tells you how often I read nonfiction. I tend to get 2 or 3 chapters in and then DNF. Not because I'm not interested, because it just takes me a whole lot longer to read nonfiction. So the first one that I need to read, I don't have a copy yet. And it's called Being Content God's Way by Scott LaPierre. The reason why I plan on reading that one is for my pick a quote prompt. You can use a quote from like your favorite book, movie, song, lyric. And I picked the quote, "I am content." If you know Realm of the Elderlings and Robin Hobb, you know what that is from. You know what book that's from. You know what that references to. I normally don't remember quotes. And there are 2 quotes that I remember. And one is from Role Playing by Kathy Yardley, which is, "If you can't handle me in my sweatpants, you don't deserve me in my stilettos," which I think is just amazing. And just fierce when she said it. I don't think I'm going to find a book with with stilettos in the title. Maybe I can, but so I am choosing "I am content" because it's also just a wonderful. I love that quote. So needed to find a book about that has content in it, which is funny. When I originally searched it, it was a lot of like about content, like content creation. 2 different things. So that is Christian nonfiction. I plan on reading, I don't know if this is doubled up or not, so we're to highlight here. I do plan on reading Know My Name by Chanel Miller, which this is her story. She was essayed by a member of a swim team at a college university. And during the trial, and especially during the sentencing, they kept saying, "Oh, he has his future ahead of him. Like, don't give a harsh sentence because, this can affect his future." And she's like, "Whoa, hold up here. What about me? Like, I am the person who had a crime committed against. That's who you should be focusing on. Me, not him." So I'm really looking for, like, it sounds weird to say looking forward to reading this. I really want to read this because I know this is going to be a powerful book, and this is a memoir. So Yay, it helps. It's right there. So I've got a Christian nonfiction and a memoir. I also plan on reading Lolita in Tehran. I read this, gosh, when did this come out? Let me find the copyright. 2003. So I read this when this came out, and I don't know if this is going to work because it says a memoir in books, but I'm categorizing this as like nonfiction about literature. What this is about is this woman, she lives in Tehran, obviously, and she is, I can't remember, she's a teacher, and she gathers her female students and they come to her home, and every Tuesday they read different books and they discuss different books. So obviously one of them is Lolita. They also read through Gatsby, something by James Joyce, and something by Jane Austen. I'm just going based off of the chapter titles. I read this when this came out. And so I've been wanting to, like, I was thinking about it recently, going, man, I would really like to reread that because I normally don't read nonfiction. This is one of the few ones that I read, and I remember enjoying it. And so I was thinking about it a while ago, going, man, I really would like to reread that again to see, do I still enjoy it? And then I found this for free. There's a cart at my school libraries where I work of like books for free, and I took it. So there's that. I do plan on reading that. I also plan on reading Under the Banner of Heaven by Jon Krakauer. This is, I'm categorizing, I can speak. This, it could be considered true crime. I am also considering this as like information about cults and religions, because this is, there is true crime too in here. So it is about the Mormon fundamentalists and these two brothers. They insist that they received a commandment from God to kill a woman and her baby girl, and just information about that crime and the fundamentalist Mormons. Another book that I have on my radar that I would like to read is The Five, The Untold Lives of the Women Killed by Jack the Ripper by Hallie Rubenhold. So instead of focusing on Jack the Ripper, this one focuses on and tells the story of the women that he killed. So this would also work for like women's studies. You could count it as true crime, but you could also count it as women's studies. I feel like as it focuses on women and not the men. And then last, for like African American history study type book, I have Warriors. Gosh, now it says Assyrian memoir. I don't know what to read because they all say memoir, but I'm considering this as African American studies. Warriors Don't Cry by Melba Patillo Beals. This is about the Little Rock Nine when they integrated Central High School in 1957. I have a coworker who raved about this book, and so I got this on Pango. I need to read this. I don't know what I'm going to do because I got 3 memoirs. What am I going to do? Because like I said, I don't read nonfiction. So I can do The Five. There's 1. I know I'm for sure reading Know My Name. There's 2. Contentment is 3. Under the Banner of Heaven is 4. I don't know. I need some help. Would you count those memoirs as separate topics? I feel like I can, because and I'm going to. So here's when I plan on starting. So Cordy's birthday is July 7th. So that's when, like, if you want to be a purist, you start on July 7th and then you go through July 6th of 2026. I plan because I like more even numbers. That helps me and helps my brain organize. I'm going to start July 1st and then finish June 30th next year. So that's when I plan on starting, and then I will periodically update you with how I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think I will complete, like, I'm not going to go prompt by prompt. There's some who are going to go prompt by prompt, like, I'm going to read all my nonfiction, get that done. I'm going to read all the award winners, get that done. I'm going to read all of my BIPOC authors, get that done. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kind of hop around. So there might be a period of time where I'm getting nothing done, but I'm reading books, and then boom, 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 prompts will be done. So more to come. We'll see how I go. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please like, subscribe. Let me tell you, do you think I could count those 3 books as different types of nonfiction, or do you think that they are memoirs? Help me figure that out. As always, thank you for watching. Bye.